All right, here's a question we have on the board. A hot saturated solution of copper sulphate contains 80 grams of CuSO4, that's copper sulphate. On cooling, 55 grams of crystals are obtained. Calculate the percentage yield of crystals. So first of all, let's understand this. So we have a solution, okay? In that solution, we have a liquid. In that liquid, we have what? Copper sulphate. That copper sulphate have formed a what? Solution, an homogeneous what? Mixture, okay, with that liquid. Now, we now took that liquid, okay, and then keep it under a different temperature. Now, under that different temperature, it's cooled. After cooling, the copper sulphate that is in it now separate out. And by the time we measure that copper sulphate that is in it, that separated out, we saw that it was 55 grams. Now remember, that copper sulphate that was in it, which are crystals, which is 55 grams, came from the what? Main solution. Okay? And the mass of the main solution is what? 80 grams. So now they're asking us, what is the percentage of that crystals that what? Separated out after what? Cooling the solution. So basically, percentage yield is equal to mass of the crystals that we obtained, mass that was separated out, over the mass of the what? Solution. Over the mass of what? The solution. That is the mass of the what? Copper sulphate in the solution. Exactly. Because in the solution, it has what? Absorbed other particles and has increased its what? Mass. Okay? Our focus is on the copper sulphate. So the mass of crystals obtained was what? 55 grams over the mass in solution. That is, the copper sulphate in the saturated solution is what? 80 grams times 100. So this will cancel this, then 0 cancel 0, and then 55 divided by 8. That will give us what? Yeah, I'm waiting. So 55 divided by 8 will be what? 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 7 is what? 56. So it's what? Come on. So 8 times 6 is 48, right? So it will give us 6. Remember 8, isn't it so? Remember 8, right? All over 8, right? Times 10. Isn't that so? So when we multiply this, our answer will not be what? 60%. So 60% is the percentage of what? Crystals that separate out or that is obtained from what? The saturated solution of copper sulphate. Alright? Okay, so let's move on to the next question.